Maybe we should.
What do you want to say?
Maybe we should address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Mohammed Hijab wants you to believe that he is the victim of a biased judge and corrupted system. The High Court says he lied, fabricated evidence, and lost badly. Now he's staring at £670,000 bill. Let's break it down. How the defamation case against Douglas Murray turned from reputation fight into the most expensive PR disaster of his career, which he thinks that's something positive.
I was quite surprised, okay? Well, I was surprised at the amount of right-wing newspapers that came out speaking about this. Telegraph came out, the Spectator came out again, two or three different articles. Jewish Chronicle came out, the Independent as well. Are you sure?
Sorry,
The Telegraph. I don't know. There are so many of them that came out. Even in India, some of them came out. Do you know what I mean? Do you know the headline is, Mohammed Hijab loses in a court, or judge finds Mohammed Hijab, whatever the headline may be, right? Who is Mohammed Hijab that you've made him so important? Why have you guys spent £1 million, more than £1 million? I don't know how much you spent on me. Why are you celebrating this victory? Because you consider me to be a significant opponent. And in fact, that's flattering to me. I'm sorry to say, it might sound narcissistic, egotistical. Oh, he's an egomaniac, he's a narcissist, he's saying this, that. But all you're doing by doing this, you're overcompensating this much, is you're assuring me of my own self-worth. Going back to the point. So he's so important.
Did you hear that? He is bragging about media coverage like it's an award. But those coverages, those headlines, they are not celebrating him. They are reporting his defeat. For some people, doesn't matter what they say, as long as it's mentioned my name, it is all good. That's just wrong, Mohammed Hijab. That's just wrong.
You're starting to make a splash on the social media scene, are you?
Not bad.
Yeah, you're doing some training, are you? And you're doing some public talking and all these kind of things.
Dabble in a few different things.
Why not? You know,
got to keep your options open. Dabble in a few different things.
You know. My job now is to make sure that if I'm not around, other people can carry the torch. But the point to be noted is we have to spread the dawah and have many different dawah figures, so that if one goes down, there's so many other figures and so many other people that people can take knowledge from and benefit from, inshallah. That don't put all your eggs in one or two baskets. We need more than one die, two dies, three. We need to create so many dies, so that if one of them goes down, if they put one in prison or kill one of them, that the other one's there. This is part of the reason why I brought Ahmed al-Basuni.
He's building a resistance narrative, as if losing a court case for lying is a proof that he's revolutionary.
I made a mistake, and the mistake has been putting a bit too much trust in the justice systems in the West. Now, the thing is, I didn't expect it to go that way. Number one, I was very disappointed, very disheartened with the ruling. However, when I researched the judge, with all due respect to him, you know, he's a person who's represented, because obviously before judges do become judges, they have to become, they're barristers usually before that. And he's represented the MI6, I believe it is. So I don't believe he's a neutral person. And I believe his judgment was fraught with bias. You know, he's accusing me of lying in this instance, in that instance, in the other instance, when I was in this protest, when I was in Golders Green and stuff like that. And it is on issues which are interpretive. And he is, I would call this jurisprudential overreach, okay? Where he's gone way further than what he should have gone. And I believe, honestly, bro, this is bias, and I think there's some kind of motivation, which I don't know what it is, but we're going to have to find out.
This is very classic move. Blame the referee. According to Hijab, the judge was biased because the past cases. But here's the hypocrisy. When certain judges grants him in the previous occasions, grants him what he is asking for, he had no problem with that when he was winning the cases. Suddenly when he loses case, well, UK justice system cannot be trusted. Oh well, you trust them when they help you to make money. But you don't trust them when they send you the bill. Full of hypocrisy. full of hypocrisy, but no one should be surprised by it.
And I think, imagine like even like absolute worst case scenario, you get imprisoned for this sort of thing.
For contempt of court or anything like that. Yeah,
Well, it doesn't like.
if they do that to me, they'll be doing me the greatest favor. I'm not going to lie to you, because it's making me into a historical figure. Okay.
Okay, we wish for, brother.
No, I'm not wishing for any. I'll be honest, I'm not wishing for that. But I'm saying that if they go that far, then it's a clear agenda, and it will be manifest to the society. Like, okay, well, now you bring someone in for something like that. But having said that, look, I mean, we're ready for anything. What Ibn Taymiyyah, you mentioned Ibn Taymiyyah, what he said is that, what can my enemy do to me?
Yeah.
That if you kill me, then you make me into a martyr, you make me into a shaheed. And if you put me in prison, if you kick me out of the land, then it's tourism for me. And if you put me into prison, then it's seclusion with Allah. Because I sense that they're coming for me, bro.
He talks like a prison is a badge of honor, a ticket to legacy status. But no one is sending him to prison. They're just sending him invoice. Maybe he can pre-see that one day he's gonna end up in prison for his involvement with the very, very dangerous thing he's doing there. And the way he's getting his money, when those things become a public, maybe he might end up in prison because of those things. But right now, no one is sending him prison. All he's receiving is a bill.
No, it goes to show that your dawah has an impact. The dawah
and my dawah has an impact only because the people watching this at home.
Let's be clear. This was not about silencing Mohammed Hijab. It was about truth. The judge found out that his evidence was worthless. His contracts were fraud. His account was untenable. His own videos were as damaging as the article he sued over.
I'm obviously appealing the judgment, but I think that, which this judge, to his credit, although he's completely biased in my opinion, and I will be appealing this judgment and ruling, whatever, were very unconvincing, and they will be appealed. I'm not going to reveal what I'm going to say, but I will be appealing them. And in fact, I don't think he's going to have a response.
Essentially, it's not over.
Oh, it's not over. It's not over. And this is not just... Look, you have to understand, when you go through a 2-year legal battle, now I am battle-hardened. Now my solicitors are battle-hardened. Now all of the solicitors that are representing Muslim people are battle.
He's promising an appeal, as if doubling down on a failure will change the facts. The facts don't care about how many YouTube videos you make. You lied. You brought your friends to lie. You fabricate the evidence. Your friends help you to fabricate the evidence too. Here's the thing. There is a price for losing. £670,000. That's what losing costs when you bring baseless claims against a national magazine and one of the Britain's most high-profile journalists. That's not martyrdom. That is the very expensive way of reminding that you cannot lie your way to victory. Mohammed Hijab turned his lawsuit into stage for self-promotion, but the performance flopped. The facts were tested, the lies exposed, the judgment delivered. If there is a lesson here, it is simple. Do not fabricate. Do not twist the truth. And don't make mistakes that headlines for vindication, because in the end, the truth comes with a price tag.